Hello friends and welcome to my Caribbean kitchen. My name is Ria. Today's video is all about lo mein. I'll show you the types of veggies I use, the types of noodles I use, the types of protein I use, and I'll even teach you to make that delicious sauce mix at the end that brings it all together and just seals the deal. So if this is something you're interested in, let's start cooking. Lo mein is very forgiving and does not discriminate. Whether you have a fridge full stock of fresh veggies or just carrots and celery, lo mein wants to be in your life. Here are some of my absolute favorite options for this dish: cabbage, bell pepper, any color, mushroom, any type, carrot, snow peas or green beans, baby corn, broccoli, scallions, ginger and garlic to keep you safe from harm, and hot pepper to spice up your life. Not forgetting the Caribbean seasoning pepper, pimento pepper, if you can find it. Prep will take about 10 to 15 minutes depending on your cutting skills, and about 5 to 7 minutes to stir fry and bring it all together. Here's a quick prep lesson for the beginners who are joining us today. Now that we're done with all that relaxing prep, let's move on to make the sauce. But before we do, I just want to let you know you can stir fry all these veggies together to make what we call a chow mein, or a chunky veggie stir fry, which is just as delicious, clean and healthy. To make the sauce, you can use all of these ingredients, or if you only have sesame oil or soy sauce, you can only use those. In a small bowl, add about 2 to 4 tablespoons of brown sugar, depending on the level of sweetness and your dietary requirements. I've also added about 4 tablespoons of the soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of the oyster sauce, and then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of the rice vinegar and about 1 to 2 tablespoons of the sesame oil. Also in this bowl, I have some minced garlic. I usually also add bandania and ground pepper to this mix. My husband will now demonstrate some of the brands we keep in our pantry to make this dish. Well, in just a second, hold on. Okay. If you don't have any of these, or based on your dietary requirements, you can use gluten-free or egg-free. I'm sure there are many options available in your local supermarket. And if you don't have any of these egg noodles, you can also use spaghetti. A special thanks to my husband for helping us today. And this is where things get really exciting. You can either use no protein or your favorite protein, or a combination of your favorite protein. You can either use shrimp, chicken, beef, lamb, pork, tofu, whatever. To ensure that your meat or protein gets a nice sear, always pat it dry before seasoning. Today I'm using a combination of shrimp and chicken, about 1.5 pounds of shrimp I believe, and a half pound of chicken. The full recipe is on cookingwithria.com. Today we're only seasoning with salt and pepper, but to kick it up a notch or two, you can use your favorite all-purpose seasoning or favorite blend of dried spices or green seasoning. I will leave the link to that below and above. As you will see, even if you don't have green seasoning, the outcome will be phenomenal. And this was filmed about a year ago. I was teaching my daughter to make lo mein before she headed off to college. We'll fill a large pot with water, with about 8 cups of water, add 1 tablespoon of salt if you're using, and bring to a boil. Next, we'll heat about 2 tablespoons of oil in a wok or wide skillet or other heavy bottom pot over medium-high heat. We'll add the protein in a single layer, not crowding the pan. Raise the heat to high and cook until it's seared, then flip. Do not stir. Cook the other side until it's seared as well, about 5 minutes total. Then we'll remove it from the pot and set aside. Since we're also using chicken in this recipe, I will repeat the same process with the chicken, cooking it about 3/4 way because I'm not going to remove it from the pan. If you're removing it from the pan, you can fully cook the chicken. Always make sure that your pot is at the center of the burner. So how many minutes do we have to cook it?
4.
Okay.
Okay, you want to cook it now?
Yeah, let's put it in.
So this is what it looks like.
Yeah.
And it comes in one package with 3. We're going to cook all 3 bundles.
Today we're using Chinese lo mein noodles that we picked up at our local supermarket. As I said before, the possibilities are endless. Always remember to stir the noodles for the first minute or 2 to prevent it from sticking together.
Oh, look at that one.
The next step goes very quickly, so make sure you have all your ingredients in place. You'll add another 3 tablespoons of oil to the pot over high heat. When the oil is very hot, add the remaining ingredients. You can start with the ginger or the garlic, and then add the veggies that take the longest to cook first. Since our noodles only took 4 minutes to cook, we'll call in some backup to assist. Since this is a stir fry, we really need to move it very quickly. Next, we'll throw in the remaining ingredients, reserving the green parts of the scallion. Don't worry about the brown bits at the bottom of your pan. The moisture from the veggies and the noodles will release it to add more flavor to your dish. I also like adding a little bit of sesame oil and garlic powder to my noodles to amplify the flavor. In addition to the delicious garlic, ginger and scallions we added to improve the flavor and to season the pot, I also added some green seasoning. I'm only going to cook the veggies about 2 to 3 minutes because I like my veggies cooked but still firm. Now we'll add in the noodles and the protein that you pre-cooked. It's time to join all those flavors in a holy matrimony by adding that delicious sauce you prepared at the beginning. Don't worry about the undissolved sugar, it dissolves pretty quickly with the heat and the moisture in the pot. Again, make sure that your pot is in the middle of the flame and stir it quickly. We don't want to overcook it at this point. It is done. Stir in the green parts of the scallion, taste and add or adjust the seasonings to your preference. Turn off the stove, move the pot from the heat source, and that's it. We're done. And that's all there is to it, my sweet friends. Thank you for joining us till the end. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave a lovely comment below. We love hearing from you. Until next time, stay safe, be well, cook, share, and love. Bye bye.